Testing the microphone. 1, 2. Get up on the floor, dancing all night long. Get up on the floor, dancing to the break of dawn. Get up on the floor, dancing to the break of. Hi, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this spider webby granny square. So I love to call it the spider web granny square because of these stitches that makes up the middle portion of the square. I also use this square to create the sweater I would be popping on the screen. When I was creating that sweater, I looked for a tutorial on how to make these squares. Didn't see any, figured it out by myself and thought to show you guys how to make these squares. You could use these squares to make your own sweater, you could make a shirt, you could make a skirt. You know, the possibilities with granny squares are endless. However, if you want to see a tutorial on how I made that sweater, comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I hope you guys can see my pretty CVH bag. It was a gift from my friend and it holds all my crochet material for today, my crochet notebook, and then the materials for the square. To make this square, you'll be needing 3 different colors of yarn, any yarn of your choice. I'm using milk cotton yarn. This is the 100% cotton yarn. I think it's about 6 ply and it weighs 50 grams per ball. I'm also using a 4.50 millimeter hook, but you could use any hook size of your choice that matches the yarn you're using, of course. I will also be using a pair of scissors to make this square. To make this square, I will start out with the first color. So we're making the very first round. That's this, and I would make a magic ring. To make a magic ring, I would go round with my yarn on 2 fingers. I think this is the index finger and the middle finger. So I'll go around my hand with that, make a tiny X, put my hook in between, underneath the X, pull through the yarn that continues with the ball, and then hold this. Have my working yarn on this hand. I hope that was clear. I will do that again for you guys to see. I'll wrap my yarn around these 2 fingers, take my hook underneath this yarn, pull through, then hold it at the tip, and then I've made my magic ring. Another thing is I like to start with a standing double crochet, so I don't make chains, or at least not all the time. If I could do a standing double crochet, I would rather that. It leaves less gap, like you can't tell where I started from in this square. It does not give that chain 3 vibe. So to do that, I would chain 1 to secure this. First of all, make a single crochet by inserting my loop in the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on my hook. This is a single crochet. To make this a double crochet or a standing double crochet, you insert the hook inside the second loop. So there's the first loop and the second loop. So you insert the hook inside the second loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So you have a double crochet that is standing, a standing double crochet literally. So this stands as 1 double crochet. I'll go ahead and put 9 more, making it a total of 10 double crochets in this circle. Oh, forgive me. To make a double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook in the loop, yarn over, pull through. There will be 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you yarn over, insert it in this magic circle, yarn over, pull through 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have, counting our standing double crochet, we have 5. We need 5 more. So do that 5 more times. a total of 10 times. To close off this magic ring, I would just pull the end tail of the magic ring, and voila, it is closed. I have a video on my channel that tells you in details how to make a magic ring. You should go watch that. I think it's a short. Now to end the first round and go to the second round, which is white, I would insert my hook inside the second double crochet. You know we have the standing double crochet, yes? I won't insert my hook there. I will insert my hook here in the second double crochet. Let me zoom this in. I apologize, I was totally zoomed out and had no idea. But I hope you can see this clearer now. So I would insert it in the second double crochet, and you'll know why shortly. So I want to change yarn to this color. That's the second color of our spidery granny square. I would make a slip knot in the color, any color of your choice. Mine is white. I also have a short on how to make a slip knot. Go through my channel and check that out. So I would pull through this slip knot on my existing work. Pull through here, pull through here, and now I've closed this. However, I would not chain. Remember I said I don't like to chain to start rounds. So I would remove my hook. I know this is a bit tricky, but stick with me. I would remove my hook. I should shift this a bit. Insert my hook through the back of this loop I just went through. So I went through the second double crochet, the second double crochet stitch. I pulled through the new color. So I would take this hook inward through the back, put this pulled through stitch there, and then drag it outward. This is just to make sure all my stitches are behind and not at the front, as I am not turning for this granny square. I want to have a fine seamless finish. So all my chains, all my stitch bumps would be at the back, like you can see here. But at the front, it is seamless. You would not know the start from the finish and the beginning from the end. If this was tricky, go back and watch it and you will get the hang of it, I promise you. So we would now move on to row 2 by making a standing double crochet. The pattern for row 2 is 2 double crochet in every stitch. Remember we had 10 stitches, 10 double crochets, so we are expected to have 20 double crochets at the end of row 2. You insert your hook here, it's your first stitch. I'm just trying to weave in the tail ends as I go, so I have my work cut out for me at the end. Make a single crochet. Remember we are making it standing double crochet. Insert it in the second loop, yarn over, pull through. This is a standing double crochet. I understand if you don't want to do this, you can just go ahead and chain 3. Chain 3 also could represent a double crochet, but I prefer this finish. It's just my preference. Okay, so I would make one more double crochet into this stitch, and that's 2 double crochet. We've managed to increase. I'll go ahead and make 2 double crochet in every stitch till I get to the end. Coming to the end of this, if you've put 2 double crochet in every stitch, you're supposed to have 18 at this point. Now my last stitch would be my slip stitch that joins this row. Remember I did not slip stitch into the first stitch, I slip stitched into the second stitch. So my last stitch would be the slip stitch that joined this row. Don't know how to identify your slip stitch, you could always use a stitch marker to mark it immediately you've slip stitched, so when you get back here it would be easy for you to identify your last stitch. Another way is to count your stitch and know if you've over increased or you've not increased enough. Like I said, we're supposed to have 20 stitches at the end of this. 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18. So I'm putting the 20th, 19, 20, and we're done with the second round. Moving to the third round. Now it's also in white, so I won't change colors. I will just go ahead and slip stitch into the second, not the first, because the first is a standing double crochet. I would slip stitch there, pull through. So I was saying you could mark this slip stitch if it would be difficult for you to come around to next time, but I'm used to doing this, so it won't be. I want to turn the face of this yarn, so I would insert my hook towards the back of the same loop I slip stitched in. Put this one I just dragged inside, then pull it through. This would kind of make our slip stitch a bit hidden, but not to worry. If you're used to crocheting, you should find this easily. If you're not, like I said, stitch mark it. I would have done that just to show you guys, well, I'm not close to any stitch markers. To move forward now in row 3, we would insert 1 double crochet, 1 increase. So we're still increasing, just not as rapidly. So this is my first double crochet, which is a standing double crochet, and then an increase. At the end of row 3, we're supposed to have 30 double crochets. So 1 double crochet, 1 increase. I want to put it out there that I'm so grateful for the new backdrop. If you noticed my microphone, I'm sure this tutorial will be the best I've put out yet, just because of these subtle changes. So I'm putting in effort to make sure these videos are the best quality and they're as understandable as possible. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comment section. I always check my comments and try to respond to each and every one of them. I would also love for you guys to suggest tutorials you want to see, so I would have a list drawn up and work on it anytime I can. Put it out there. Slowly but surely we're building the channel, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support so far. I'm back to where I started, and for round 3 I'm sure I have 30 stitches. So we're going to be moving on to round 4 of the square, which is the web side, the web part of the square. I know this is in black, but I hope you guys can see it. Okay, this is a client order actually. I was making it solely for YouTube. I would definitely consider using another color. So I'll cut this off, leaving a long tail, as I would be weaving it in later. And just move on to my new color, which is black. I would make a slip knot with the black yarn, then pull it through this, using it to close off round 3, ready to start round 4. So for round 4, I would still go the same route, involating, trying to tuck in this yarn to the back. There you go. Then for the spider web pattern, here's how it goes. I'll make 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, then In the same spot, make 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. So an increase, basically. Let's work, not theory. Let's put action to it. I will start from the spot I slip stitched. Make a double crochet, a standing double crochet because it's the first spot. So I will chain 1. Then I would skip the next, and in the next I will make another double crochet. So after 2 of these, I would now chain 1, skip 1. Here I would make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and this is basically the pattern. After 2 double crochets with a chain 1 in between, in the third spot you should put a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and always remember to skip 1 in between. So next, now we're going to do chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. You would repeat this till you're all the way here, and you should end with a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Beginning, one thing you should be careful or take note of is that this pattern curves in a bit, so you just want to flatten this out. Make sure your tension is not too tight around this area, because it's this area that makes it curve. And you shouldn't worry much, because once we start working the 5th round now, it would even out, but you should just make sure it's not as curved, or it is not so tight that it curves in more. Another thing is you should have 20 spaces. So you should have 20 chain ones in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If I chain 1 and slip stitch to join, that will be 20. That's if you're following my pattern, of course. So to close this off, I would chain 1 and then slip stitch into this first double crochet. For now, for the first time, we're slip stitching into the standing double crochet. We're changing yarn also to the ash yarn, so I'll just snip this off somewhere here and bring in my ash color yarn, make a slip knot with it, leaving some tail, and this is the 5th row. I would do the same way I've been doing, but this time around I won't take this backward, majorly because we slip stitch into a standing double crochet, so it's difficult to take it backward. After slip stitching, we would make our first double crochet in the first space. So you just go straight into the first space, you make a double crochet, but you don't complete it. So this is a standing double crochet incompleted. Let me do that again. So I went in, put my yarn through 2 on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2, went into the second loop, put it in, pull through, but I don't pull through 2, I don't complete the standing double crochet, and you make 2 more double crochet, now normal double crochets, without completing them. So you end up with 4 loops on your hook, you yarn over, you pull through all 4 loops. So I'll chain 2. Now I'll make 3 incomplete double crochet in each of these spaces. To make incomplete double crochets, you yarn over, sorry, I'm trying to weave this in as I go. You yarn over, you pull your hook in your loop, you pull through 3 double crochet on your hook, you yarn over, pull through 2, you don't complete it. Now you yarn over, start another one, pull through 2, you don't complete it, and then for the 3rd time pull through 2. So now you have 4 double crochet loops on your hook waiting to be completed. you yarn over, you pull through the 2, you chain 2, and you repeat this in all the loops from row 4. You make 3 incomplete double crochets in each of them, completing it at the very end, chaining 2, turning your work, chaining 2, then you keep going to the next loop. You do this till you've gotten to this point. So that's basically till you have 20 incomplete double crochet clusters, because you had 20 spaces. So I would meet you guys when you have your incomplete double crochets done. They are called granny clusters. I'm done making my 5th round, and I'm ready to move on to the 6th and last round of this. I will just cut off this yarn because we're switching to the black yarn now. And for the 6th round, you want to make a slip knot with this, like we always have done. And now after chaining 2, you just insert your hook into the first chain of the first cluster, pull through this new color, then take this back. I think we can take this back. Perfect. And then for this, we want to make 1 standing double crochet in the first circle. This is what defines the square. This round is what defines the square. And then 3 more double crochets in this circle, in this space rather. So we've made 3 double crochets there. In the next space, you want to make 3 treble crochet. To make a treble crochet, you yarn over twice, you insert your hook into the space, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over twice. So those are 3 treble crochets. And these treble crochets, we use them in the corners of the square. So I would make 3 treble crochet, chain 3, 3 more treble crochet, all in that corner. So this is it, 3 treble crochet, chain 3, 3 treble crochet. So we've made a corner of the square, like so. In the next space, you're going to make 3 double crochet, like we've been doing our regular double crochet, 3. In the next space, 3 half double crochet. To make a half double crochet, you yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the 3. So instead of pulling through 2 and 2 again like we would in the double crochet, in half double crochets we pull through all the loops at once. We'll do 3 half double crochet in the second and third. I will define this better later. In the next, let's do 3 double crochet, and in the next, let's do 3 treble crochet. That's our corner. Chain 3, 3 treble crochet. So let's define this now that I have a full corner. To get a corner, I started with 3 double crochet and we would end this well. Just let's follow from here. You do 3 treble crochet, chain 3, 3 treble crochet all in one space. In the next space you do 3 double crochet. In the next you do 3 half double. In the next you do 3 half double. So 3 half double twice, and then you do 3 double crochet and you have another corner. That's 3 treble, chain 3, 3 treble. So this is what makes up your corner. To move to the next now, we'll make 3 double crochet. Here we'll make 3 half double, 3 half double, 3 double, then corner. 3 double, 3 half, 3 half, 3 double, corner. Then 3 double, 3 half, 3 half, then 3 double, and we will meet another corner. So I will just go ahead and do this, then end the square with you guys. Guys, we have completed our spidery granny square. I was just thinking to myself, I probably messed around and created a square because I really could not find the pattern of this square anywhere else, although it was not exactly what I saw on the inspiration sweater, but I wanted a square with a mesh middle and closed in other places. So I created this very lovely square. After the last set of 3, which was 3 half double crochet, I would just slip stitch into the very first standing half double crochet, pull through, chain 1, and cut my yarn finally. The square is one that does not lay flat, but not to worry, if you have a blocking board you could do well to block it. If you don't, it does ease up later on. This one I made a while back, just yesterday. It has flattened, but I just made this one so it's a bit stiff. It does ease up. I think my squares measure 5.5 centimeter, but that does not matter because I just taught you how to do the square. If you want to see the sweater video, let me know in the comment section and I'll do well to film how I made this sweater. Thank you so much for watching and coming back to my channel always. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Do well to subscribe, leave me a comment, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I also did film a video. I can't remember if it's a short or an actual video now on my channel on how to join these squares using the single crochet method. So you could go check that out if you want to use these squares to make something. Okay.